Oh yeah, gamers. Welcome to another Macho Man Monday. Oh yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is like 100 degrees here. And yeah, so we're gonna be playing on Vulcan in Stationeers in honor of the heat wave of 2024 that lasted one day. Allegedly, I don't know, I didn't check the weather, but I'm gonna assume that it'll be hot a little bit longer, probably. I don't know. All right, let's do the game though. Get that out of the way, and then we'll continue with the game. What have we here? This is the hit game Concord, which debuted on Steam with a lower player count than Gollum. No, I'm just kidding. This looks like Destiny 1. Or one of the Apex Legends, maybe one of those kind of games. No, okay. Oh, this is Ark Survival Evolved. It's not Ark. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a shooter. You're sure it's not Ark? The fuck is? It's Anthem. Yeah, right. That game. Remember that game, guys? Hey, remember BioWare, that studio most well known for making single player RPGs? They're back in live service form. Oh, did I not switch? Ah, shit. Sorry. Thank you, Hex. Well, you missed it, but it was Anthem. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's really hot here. I can't think straight. What is this little guy? He's like a little goblin football player or something, which could only mean one thing. This is Blood Bowl. That is not a game. Bowl? No? Okay. All right. I don't know what this is. Or like a little jersey or something. He's in a city. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. What? What the fuck is this? Syndicate? No, what the fuck is this? Why is this? This is so weird. There's something over there. Oh, wait. Is this, Dark? Does it have a Dark in there? It's not Dark Souls. Darksiders. Fuck, it's one of the Darksiders games. I'll say 2. Oh, no, Darkness. Okay. Is it? Oh, it's called The Darkness. Like the band, The Darkness. I believe in a thing called love. That's them, by the way. That's Darkness. Oh, shoot. Stationeers is picking up some. Dice Genie Ghost Second. What? Dice Genie Ghosts Second. There's a genie and ghosts, and there's dice. Yu-Gi-Oh? Nah, this doesn't have the dungeon dice monsters. That would have been too easy. The dice are gonna throw me off because I'm thinking of like a game where you roll dice, but the dice could be completely superfluous here. And second, The Witcher wouldn't have a genie in it. I haven't played that much of The Witcher, but I'm pretty sure Genie would not show up. The Hex is guessing Witcher, but I don't think there's a genie in Witcher. This is making me think like Prince of Persia or the Aladdin game. Wait, Witcher series had a genie? Oh, okay. Well, The Witcher 2, Assassin's... No, okay. Sequel, Trivia, Turtle, Western. What the fuck? Trivia? Oh, the TV series. Oh, okay, well. So, okay, it's the second in a series. And it's a Western now? And there's a turtle. What the fuck? What? Trivial. There's an, okay. Nope. Wait. Mario Party 2. Yes! Oh, the master at work once again. Oh, Emmy guessed that as well. All right. So great minds think alike once again. She did not help me on that one, by the way. She typed it into chat before after I had already put it in. You can go back, check the VOD. And she's somewhere else, so I don't, even if she'd like shouted it out, I wouldn't hurt it. Okay, let's head over to the game. The good game, the real game, not this crap. Let's play some Stationeers. We're back on Vulcan. Let's do it. Let's load in and have some fun. How was your weekend, Hex? How's the weather up there? This crap's nice. This crap's nice? Worth arriving early for? I know, right? I wish more people had your attitude. Okay, so what do we got? We've got my little base here. Do I have my suit on? Okay. I just gotta verify. Oh no, I have my suit in my hands so I can get my hygiene up. Black Hole Sun is up in the air. So let's put that in my backpack for now and recalibrate everything. AC is running, so we are currently at 20 degrees. This is my this is the current setup we have for that, by the way. It's not very good. We got a 5% efficiency, but it works, and the power situation is not too bad. Oh, hey, look at that. X's nephew was over. He started learning Godot at 11. Well, I mean, you got to start early if you want to make the next Stardew Valley, right? Well, in 7 years, when he's ready to work on a game, I have an idea. It's going to be the greatest game of all time. It's going to have everything. Action, adventure, romance, horror, action. I already said action. What else do games need? Microtransactions, of course. How could I forget? The most important part of any game is monetization. I mean, who knows what the industry will look like in, you know, 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 years. We simply have no way of knowing. It could be a hellscape of free-to-play live service nonsense, or we could have reverted back to like the freeware days where they just encourage you to send the games all around. Okay, nothing in there. Good. Let's make some charcoal quick. Let's charcoal it up, boys. We got a lot of charcoal. Add it to the pile. Big pile of charcoal for making steel mostly. Oh, I need right, I need to make some more frames and steel sheets. So we need steel sheets. Let's start with the frames. We gotta work on our new base over in the mountain base. The big mountain base that I've been working on. Okay, what else? What else? Is there anything else we need right now? I don't think so. I do want to get the base production facilities online at some point. I don't currently have any manufactories over there, but since all my smelting is happening in this area, it's really not that important, right? I didn't help Emmy get Mario Party 2. I didn't say I helped you get it. I just said I got it before you did, so I didn't cheat off of you. I said great minds think alike. Oh, you mean, wait, to play? Or to guess in the game duel? Gotta be more specific. Emmy always wants, like, me to get games for her, and then I get them and she doesn't play them. The guess, okay, all right. Well, in that case, ignore the rest of that. So, all right, so as soon as the temperature drops down here, we're at 700 degrees right now. It's a little toasty out there, but that's okay. We're nice and chill in our little vacuum production facility room. Which steel do we have left? 212? Yeah, we should be good for a while. Blah, 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 blah. There, okay, battery's looking good. We might be worth doing another battery, actually. I would like to kind of, I guess when we go over there, I can see how many windmills we have. Waiting on the frame. So we'll get a stack of frames, and then we'll try to get as many sheets as we can before we leave. I don't know how many I have over there right now. It's been a while, so I've forgotten how much we had stored at the base. Yeah, okay, that's good for now. Let's get some sheets. Sheets. Here we go. Oh, I might need to do some mining today too. Let me check my iron reserves. A little low. Okay. How's the rest? Yeah, not looking super stacked here. We have plenty of gold and silver though, which is good. In the event we need to make some alloys. Keep an eye on that temperature there. I should put this over here. This is a reagent that needs to get centrifuged, by the way. And this is... Oh wait, I have another CO2 filter. Perfect. Go ahead and slap these in here and we'll get 5 iron back recycled. Look at it! Look at it! Free iron for the masses. Let them eat iron. There we go. Put that right back into the machine in case we need to make more. But I have upgraded to medium filters, of course, so those should last us a lot longer going forward. So Mighty Stoosh, I think, said he was back today. I guess I don't remember. I thought he said he was coming back yesterday. And hopefully we'll have some more friends today to join us to enjoy the smoking hot summer on Vulcan, where it is a balmy, currently 470 degrees Celsius. How hot is that? I mean, obviously that would instantly fry you, I think. Maybe not instantly. How hot does it get in a normal oven in your house? Because I feel like you could hang out in that temperature like for a little bit maybe before, you know, you started cooking. I wouldn't want to try it. I do this something like that on Mythbusters. Okay, let's talk to the guy. He's got water canister, liquid oxygen. No, never buy that. I think we'll keep him around for a bit because we're gonna need water. Although I also need to, well, we don't have a lot of ores to sell, so never mind. Let's head over to the other base. We're gonna go see how things are going over there. I would say it's probably going pretty well. And hopefully we can get some work done on the interior today, because there is much work left yet to be done in the base. I should probably set up a oh no, we have a light in the airlock door. So we're not flying totally blind here. We can see some stuff. I set up the wind turbines to gather power. My plan was kind of to like extend a field of turbines in that direction, but I think that's not going to work because it'll intercept the mountain. Like, there is a nice little flat plane out here that I've been building the frames on, and these are temporary. These are going to come down at some point, as with most things. It's all temporary until we have a steady supply of power from whatever source, whether that's solar or probably windmills, honestly. All right, how many frames do we have? We have 8 frames to work with and 39 sheets. Perfect, that's plenty. Let's make sure my tools are up for the job. 50, oof, I should have powered that up. Whoops, that's on me. It's okay. Oh, we can probably swap it out with one of these guys then, because we're not using these right now. Power of math, people. Put that away before we break open a window. That would be a disaster. All right, let's go into our current work area, which is right here. There is some work being done, as you can see. This is the current cooling slash... Oh, we got a storm that kicked in. All right, well, that sucks for us, but whatever, we'll be fine. We should be able to work in this area with no problems. I'm gonna start setting up the back walls here. And get this. Although I really liked the way this looked, the way it's kind of like in a cave. I just it's not airtight though, and honestly on Vulcan you can't trust the underground to be airtight because of all the crevices. So I do eventually have to fill this in, but it looks so cool with just the cave, I think. So sadly we do have to dig all this out as we go, but I am not super happy about it because I think it looks rad. But as Hex would say, c'est la vie. Sail away, sail away, sail away. All right, there, let me get the walls over here. Oh, no, hello. Like so. And as you can see, it's coming along nicely. This is gonna have railings along it. So basically how this is gonna work is there's gonna be walls slash windows here, and then you're gonna be able to walk out into the atmospheric area, and there'll be tanks on the ceiling, of course. So I should probably get the ceiling in place so you can see. But the basic goal is to have like a big area for mixing and storing gases inside the atmospherics room. Oh, okay, we're falling off. That's okay. We'll fix that. And to then just kind of have a lot of free space down on the ground because we'll have the tanks up in the ceiling. And that's why I'm making it 2 stories as well, or 2 cubes high, to have that extra space for putting the tanks on the ceiling and then putting everything else down on the ground. It's gonna look awesome. Okay, should be able to start welding this up now. Grab our trusty welding arc welder thingy, start sealing them up. And it is important to make sure we get all the dirt and rock out of the way. We don't want anything poking through the frames once we're done. Looks unprofessional. Like over here, for example. And it might... Actually, no, it's probably fine to leave the ground here so I can use that space to stand on while I mine, actually, and build this upper level. It's a good idea, chat. Alright, dig that out. Yada yada yada. Oh, and we're fucking dead. Okay, what the hell? Who put that there? Uh-oh. Well, this is a bit of a problem. We're kind of stuck now because of the storm. Whoops. I fell right through that. That could have been bad. Did I take... Okay, took a little bit of damage. Okay, storm is over. Nope, it is not. Okay, well, I guess we're stuck down here until the storm's over. That sucks. I don't want to dig out too much. So I guess we'll just stand here. It shouldn't last too much longer, right? What did I fall through? I guess there was just a big gap somewhere that I fell down into that crevice. Okay, it's done. Good. That didn't... nope. I keep thinking it's done because it stopped blowing. It's tricking me. I should watch the temperature because the temperature is 276 during the storms, no matter what time of day it is. I'm gonna have to fix the solar panels when I get back. Ugh. Just add it to the pile of crap I gotta do. So anyway, this weekend was all right. I played some games. I didn't hear from my nephew for some reason. He seemed so excited to play more Minecraft, but then he never called me. Okay, there we go. Stupid crap is over. Oh, I guess I just stepped into a like void zone right there. That's what happened. Unfortunate for me, but we're back in business now. Just got to be careful where I step down here. It's a little bit treacherous, and I don't have the floor and everything in place yet. Short is the attention span of nephews, Hex says. Yeah, I mean, maybe, or he just didn't think about it, or I don't know, he found something better to do, which honestly, I don't blame him. There's way more fun things to do than play Minecraft with your uncle. I mean, I can't even imagine trying to play games with my uncles. I don't even know if they play games. Just wait until he discovers Vintage Story. I told him about it. I told him once he gets his computer, we should play that. So hopefully, you know, he'll dig it a little bit. Because he's what, 10, I think? It's understandable, you know, Minecraft is simple and it's colorful and fun. Vintage Story just has so much more going on under the hood, though, I think. Oh, sun's coming out. We should probably start heading back. So we need to make more frames and sheets, and then I need to start thinking about finishing off some more of the walls here. We will seal that up, pump it out so we don't contaminate our currently atmosphereless area inside the main base there. You guys, this design might look familiar, anybody who watched the last Vulcan series. It's basically the same design. I made some tweaks based on how things ended up progressing with, well, at least regards to the atmospherics. Also, dude, how fucking cool is this? You like walk through here and you can just see down into the lava and see the rock. I love these underground tunnels. I think they look so cool. They don't serve an I mean, they kind of serve a purpose in that you can isolate sections of the base with these like pseudo airlocks. But they also just look fucking awesome. Like, look at this. I even put like a frame corner down there to make it look like it's, you know, attached to something. It's just, and that continues over there, so you can like see how it keeps going. Just all these little touches that I added, I think really sell the illusion that this is in fact an underground base. All right, so let's throw frames in here. We'll head back to base. I'll make some more duct tape. We will, yeah, we got full battery here because these turbines just will fully charge that thing. I believe I checked and you can have up to 10 turbines on one heavy cable to a battery. So my plan is to have, for each series of turbines, I mean, that might even be overkill, honestly, depending on how much power we're using. I'm going to try to make things efficiently, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to have a lot of machinery going to keep us alive. It's very hot here. Fortunately, it is an atmospheric planet. It is a good solar planet, so most of that stuff is going to be renewable, if not all of it. You know what? I'm going to send Skippy here on his way so we can get a different guy. And we'll head inside as this black hole comes up. We're going to make some more duct tape, and then we're going to pop in and check what traders are around. Oh, it's already set to duct tape. Nice. How convenient for me. Okay. All right, let's start cranking out some sheets. I don't know how good of an idea this is, but since they stack, I think it'll be okay. Like, even if we're making them all day, we should be all right. All right, let's get out of this suit, out of my monkey suit here. Open the canister. Oxygen is still good. And let's check what we got. Build ink. Okay, so it's one of the crappy traders. We can also grab some switchgrass seeds and harvest some more charcoal. Let me see my water. 29 liters. Yeah, we're good for a while yet. The big thing I like is having the soybeans going. And I don't know how I feel about setting up a fully automated greenhouse. Because really, I'm just feeding myself. There's not a huge incentive for me to set up a like fully automated greenhouse at this point. But it may come to that, depending on how the Larrys shake out. I haven't ever used one before, so it might be fun. I know Mighty Stoosh wanted to see something with the Larrys. And the alternative is build rockets and just get ice, because that's a huge undertaking, which could be a lot of fun. So we can fill up the oxygen canister here. That thing run for a bit. Fill that up to 8 and then shut it off and it'll be good to go. Yeah, we got to fix our solar panels up top. This is a purely manual process right now because I didn't want to have too much machinery. The AC is running pretty well. I've also got a chip in here that turns on the vents at night to keep this relatively cool. It's like 150 degrees or something. It's pretty hot, but it gives us 5% efficiency, which is usually enough. Oh, we probably need more gas in here. 64 moles. Martin Mole. Which one's Martin Mole, guys? What was he in? Was he in Clue? Oh, we're a little... Are we low on CO2, I wonder? Am I not generating enough CO2? We might have to rip out some of the sawgrass. Is it called sawgrass? Something grass, the hay grass stuff. What is it called? Is it called sawgrass? Switchgrass. Called sawgrass. All right. So trader is garbage. These are set to the defaults. Okay, good. We have eaten. We have drinking. I guess we'll go make some charcoal here. Oh, and check on our ongoing frame production. Let me turn off light to conserve power. Swap out the batteries. Also, I need to... This turning the... Oh, this... Okay, temperature up. Can I set that up to... Yeah, we'll turn it to like 28 to conserve a little bit of power. And then pressure down to like 50 to save a little bit of gas. I don't know how effective that all is, but we're gonna try it. We could probably go lower, but 50 is good for me. Fuck out the gas. Rilip says this is the first time Star doesn't have enough gas. Boy, you should have seen me this weekend, Rilip. I thought they were gonna the Hague was gonna come knocking down my door for war crimes. How's it going, Rilip? How was your weekend? Get that going. We have switchgrass that needs to get turned into biomass, which we will then convert into charcoal for our budding charcoal industry here. There it is. Wonderful. Turn that off. Heat that up. Get some charcoal. Get it out. We're good. Yeah, we have a lot of charcoal to burn here. It's actually not great for burning in the generator, but it does take a lot of the pressure off of our coal supplies. So we can use that, the regular coal for power and the charcoal for steel, which is super nice because we make a lot of charcoal from the grass. Philip says, the weekend it was okay. Would have played some, but spent Saturday at the mall doing back to school shopping. Ugh. Why did you have to do that? You're an adult. You don't go to school. Oh, my kids go to school. Aren't they old enough to go back to school shopping for themselves? They might not actually be. I don't know. How old do you have to be to go shopping by yourself? I'm probably old enough. I still don't like to do it though. Fuck shopping. Ah, damn it. I bungled it. This always happens. My butterfingers. Alright, and labeler's good. Tablet's good. Alright, everything else looks good. Go ahead and reorganize my mining backpack. Just where I keep stuff that's not a full stack to move into my mining locker. What's the steel situation, guys? We're down to 100 grams. It's probably a little late in the day to try to make steel, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow, or we'll go mining tonight. Let's see. Yeah, Emmy's saying it was 92 was the high, and it was 90 degree humidity or 90% humidity, and Emmy was telling me when she got back from her walk. She was like soaked, and I'm like, oh god, just the worst. The problem is southern Minnesota is basically swamplands. I mean, most of Minnesota is swamplands, let's be honest. People don't think of it that way because they're like, oh, it's in the Midwest, it's like prairie country. Yeah, like a lot of it's prairie, but you got to remember, we got like 1 million lakes, and those lakes, you know, they get sucked up into the sky by the sun through some kind of magical process, and that turns into humidity, which we then have to suffer through. Magic Plus says, yay, so warm today. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, actually, no, it wasn't all right, because the AC at my office was really struggling. And apparently, they're going to fix it tomorrow. It's like 80 degrees in my office, which was awful. Like, I'm a guy who likes it pretty cold already, and then when it's 80 degrees, and I'm just sitting there and I feel sticky on my computer, ugh. What is this AC you're speaking of? Well, here in America, the land of the free, home of the brave, we have a little thing called air conditioning, which is used to make it so that the air is breathable so we don't die. Or something like that. It conditions the air. I don't know how people survived before air conditioning. I guess most of them didn't. If you look at the average lifespan, right? It's like it was just so hot that they all died. I mean, you really want to talk about people surviving in crazy climates, like the Bedouin tribes people of the Arabian Peninsula. Like, what the heck are you doing? It's like 120 degrees, man. And you're just walking across the desert. You're out of your mind. They've gone mental. But they did it. They had camels and fancy clothes. Like, what? There's nothing even out there. Like, what are you doing? It's the same way I feel about people who live in Phoenix, or just like, you know, that part of Arizona in general. It's like, what are you doing? There's nothing here. It's just hot. It's like 150, and not 150. I think the hottest it gets in Death Valley is like 130 something, and that's in Southern California, of course. Those of you who aren't aware, I used to live pretty close to Death Valley. It was awesome. I do actually, so I make fun of the desert, but honestly, living in the desert was great because without any plant life, I didn't get allergies. So it was pretty great, actually. I kind of wish I could live there again, but I can't, so I don't. All right, lights on. Let's start building again. Let's start welding up our work. Actually, let's get some more sealing happening right now. We're gonna probably have to use our jetpack for some of this, but I'd like to avoid using the jetpack for as long as possible to conserve the nitrogen in there. We might be able to use that later for something, or at least not have to refill it. We could buy some liquid nitrogen. That would be fun. I was watching somebody else on Twitch today. They were doing a brutal Vulcan start, and I was like, oof, that sounds awful. But I was intrigued because apparently it starts you with a welder that has the fuel welder, the Mark 1. And I was like, that sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, having that thing out. Maybe if you keep it in your mining belt, it's okay. I don't know. Whenever I think of exposed fuel on Vulcan, it seems like it would just explode. That one looks good. That's good. Looks like it's gonna be good as well. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of overlap here we should get rid of, and maybe there as well. All right. Yata-da. I got to have some fun last night playing Civ with my buddy. I was playing as the Zulu, which I can't remember the last time I played as like a warmongering type faction. But it was so much fun. Once I got to impies, I was just spamming them. I was making an impy every 2 turns, and they were pretty much invincible. I steamrolled Persia, I steamrolled France, then Mongolia, and then I set sail into the ocean just to see who I'd encounter. Unfortunately, I found my buddy first, and he's like, okay, I give up, you win. Which, you know, a good stopping point. It was like 8 o'clock, but it would have been fun to just... I've never gotten to duke it out against a player in Civ. It's like, as soon as I show up, it's like, okay, you won. I can't beat your forces in it. Like, it's probably true, but it's also sad because I really do want to duke it out with a human someday. Just one of those things, you know? You're too good at the game, nobody wants to play with you. The classic gamer conundrum. Do you get good, or do you just, you know, you stay at the casual level with your friends and not have as much fun as you probably could? Or have more fun? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if I'm playing a game that is it's a PvP game, whatever that means, I want to get good at it. So even something like, you know, Mario Party, which, let's be honest, Mario Party is not really that kind of game. There's a lot of randomness involved. But I used to be able to do consistently well in Mario Party. I don't think I could do so well nowadays, especially against people who've been playing a lot longer than me. But when I was a kid, man, my friends would they'd be like, ugh, you win again. Like, that's right, I am the master of mini games. All right, let's get under the stairs here where Harry Potter's gonna live when we're done. Get him a little bedroom down here, cram him in. Oh, Harry Potter mentioned. Rant time. Who's ready for my 45-minute rant about Harry Potter? Always happens every fucking stream. Me and Emmy actually were talking about, I don't remember the context, we ended up talking about The Cursed Child today, which is the Harry Potter play, the West End play that was released as a book, and people were calling it like the 8th Harry Potter book, when really it absolutely was not. And also it was terrible and embarrassing. And I hated it. I didn't actually read it. Emmy read it. I took her word for it because she's more of a Harry Potter fan, or at least she used to be a Harry Potter fan, and has always sort of been more of a Harry Potter fan than me. I read the books, some of them, most of them, and I thought they were okay. And then they got consistently like less fun to read, so I just stopped. I didn't read the last one. I read up to 6, which I think is fuck, what is 6? Order of the Phoenix, maybe? Half-Blood Prince? Anyway, I read up to that, and then I was like, yeah, I don't need to read any more of this. Dumbledore died. Yeah, and yeah, really, but I guess you're right. It does fit the universe that it's terrible. Wow, spoilers. I was there. I was on the front lines of the Harry Potter spoiler wars. That shit was everywhere in the online spaces I was visiting at the time. People were just like, hey, Snape kills Dumbledore. I saw the videos, people driving up to the like midnight release of the book and shouting out the window at people. There's a classic one where some people drive up in a car and they're like, hey, Snape kills Dumbledore, and then someone's like, no, you bitch. And it's just a classic internet video. I was there for that. I didn't really care that much because I mean, Dumbledore's kind of an asshole anyway. The fuck? Can't get this. This is very unusual. Completely illogical, Captain. Why is this not working? Okay, let me just break this down quick so we can actually get in there. Apparently something's gone horribly wrong. Excuse me? There we go. Okay. Now we can pull her back up. Oh, meta sheets, of course. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Mighty Stoosh survived vacation. I would certainly hope so. On account of it's a vacation, you're supposed to survive it, unless you went to the Grand Canyon or Death Valley. But then I'd only be worried if you're German, since they seem to just love wandering off in a t-shirt and sandals with a bottle of water between them, and you know, dying in Death Valley. Okay, let's grab this guy. People were mad when I said spoilers. Apparently one of the dragons dies about Game of Thrones. 1, Game of Thrones, everybody dies, and 2, I literally said spoilers, just don't read it. And thank you, Mighty Stoosh. He's losing his mind. 16 months of incredible support. You guys are, I mean, Mighty Stoosh specifically in this case is awesome, but everybody who watches this, or if you follow the channel, or you watch, or you don't even watch, you know what? If you even think about me from time to time, I appreciate it. You don't even have to watch the channel. I mean, it helps if you do. I like when people watch my stuff. I like when people come to hang out. That's sort of the reason I do this. But, you know, I'd settle for, you know, thoughts and prayers. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube VOD channel, which is literally just Starshard Zero on YouTube. You can rewatch all your favorite old classic Starshard episodes. I'm sure there's some like goofy ones in there that, because they're uncut. Like, I don't do anything with them. I just export them directly from Twitch onto YouTube because I don't know how to edit videos, and I don't want to learn at this point in my life. That I mean, I'd be taking on an another career to learn how to do that. I've tried to get Emmy to learn how to do it. She said she was gonna do it, and then she never did. So I mean, it's basically the same. Oh shoot, the sun is out. Shit, it's getting hot. We should probably get moving here. I gotta remember to fix the solar panels when we get back. Don't let me forget. The people want a raw shard. Yes, it's finally time. They want it raw. Just like Gordon Ramsay says, he wants it raw. Look at some of the interior door options we have. There's always the VOD where I admit I want to see porn of Kim Jong-un. I did technically say that. The context was a little bit more forgiving to me, but I guess I'll take whatever engagement there is. Alrighty, so we need, as usual, so I think we're gonna have to spend a night mining. Oh wait, I have a bunch of frames here. What the hell? How did I miss that? How embarrassing. Okay, let's head back to the habitable zone at the other base, and I'm sure we'll be okay out here in the sun. We're gonna fix the solar panels. I guess I'll start with these guys, since otherwise they will break, which means I need to make more duct tape. And yeah, I think it's going to be a mining night, if I had to guess. Oh. Let's see. What else? How much of a Chris Pratt fan I am. Yeah, I've been watching, I think I mentioned this a couple streams ago or whenever. I get recommended clips of Parks and Rec on YouTube, right? Now, I've never watched Parks and Rec. Well, okay, that's not true. I've watched the first couple episodes to try to get into it, and I never did. And it seems like it's just the first season is awful. So maybe that's the problem, but I'm not willing to invest that much time to get into a show that may or may not end up good. Anyway, okay. Chris Pratt is in it. And every time I see Chris Pratt, when he's just being like a goofy idiot, that's fine. You know, that's who he is as a person. I mean, maybe not in real life. He's maybe kind of an asshole in person, but the point is, that's a character he can pull off. I believe it. When he's like suave action man, rescue you from a pack of raptors or whatever other movie he was in. I'm not buying it. It is simply unbelievable. Even in like the later Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Like, I don't think this is our hero, guys. I think he's kind of an asshole. He started off as a goofy fat dude. He worked out and now he does the action star stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Oh, stone supply. That sounds promising. Let's see if we can't get that dialed in. I'm assuming they either sell ores. They probably sell ores. But they might sell some ice too. We could pick up some extra ice to put into... We're not getting anything here. We may have to go around to the other side because it did look like it was filling up a little bit. Yeah, we got 20 minutes here and I'm in my skivvies, so we can at least gain some hygiene while we're doing this. What a 330. Mighty Stoosh says, I've learned that being fat is good for your attitude. I think there's like there's definitely like a zone in there where being a little fat is good. If you're too fat, you're Nikocado avocado. If you're like super fit, maybe you need to like think about it a little bit more. Hold on, is it storming outside? I can't tell. I'll have Emmy look when she's done doing whatever she's doing. If you haven't done the Phasma daily, it's sort of fun. No, that's a weekly, Rilla, but I will do it. If you're just the right amount, you're the Numa Numa guy. And if you're a Rillip, you can be the life could be a dream guy that I always use as a file photo. Mighty Stoosh says, can you name a super nice dude that's super fit? Maybe John Cena. Yeah, John Cena seems like just a good dude. Wait, there's an actual, what is the daily, Rillip? I didn't know they had dailies. Maybe I'll have to do it after the stream. Okay, we're kind of dialed in here. We're getting something. Going a little slow. Let's take it another 10. Seems even slower. Let's dial it back a bit. That's definitely slower. Okay, give me like 200. Go with only stock items, find 3 bones, play with other players, forgot the last one. Oh, okay. I mean, I think, yeah, those, I don't know. My buddy was playing Phasmophobia last night, and I was like, hey, do you guys need another guy? And he's like, no, I'm just playing with, like, my other friends. I'm like, what the fuck? You have other friends? That's not fair. Who said you could have other friends? Oh, okay, now I think we're getting somewhere here. 19 degrees. Let's try going this way. Yeah, imagine having other friends, like being part of a separate friend group. That's fucked up, man. Like, we're your friends, and now you... Okay, oh, it actually is raining like a lot right now. It's like storming outside. Okay, cool. That's exciting. At least it won't be so hot. 8 degrees now. We gotta dial it back. I don't know when this came up. It was something on the internet that I saw. And I think it's just a meme. Like when you meet your boyfriend's friend group and he's not the leader of the group. And I'm like, you know, I never thought about that. As a girl, as a woman, do you expect your boyfriend, your partner, whatever, to be the leader of his friend group? Mighty Stoosh says, I'm not the leader, and that's fine by me. Rillip says there's a 4-player limit. Yeah, in Phasmophobia, unless, well, there used to be a mod, but and obviously I would never use a mod, and also they don't allow mods for Phasmophobia. Yeah, there's a 4-player limit. Let's leave it at that. Don't worry about it. Okay. So there's our switchgrass harvest. I should probably make sure we're not running super low on CO2 though, because we may have to it's fluctuating. I think it's all right. Once we get below 1 mole, we may have to consider swapping that out. All right, so tonight's going to be a mining night. Black hole sun is going down. Let's check our soybeans. They're all thriving. That's awesome. And we do have fries, so I will eat the fries. I gotta say, I was fortunate enough to get some good early game traders. So we've got good plants, good food, and I even got some oxide ice that I was able to release in here to make sure that our oxygen was dealt with for a while. Which is why I don't have the oxygen tanks in here. I moved them over to the other base so we could use them when the time came. Let's get in here. Airlock. Philip says, I've always been the den mother. You two play nice, or more likely you both suck. Shut up. All right, that's kind of like a group leader role. I guess maybe not quite, more like the support. I don't know, I've always... Here's my thing. Fuck, I burned it. Damn it, I forgot to biomass it first. Oh well, whatever. We have plenty more charcoal where that came from. All right, let's make some more duct tape. Just completely blanked on that. Yeah, I've always striven to be the group leader in my friend groups. I don't know why. I don't even... I guess I never thought about it too deeply. I guess I like to be in charge of things, even if I'm not very good at it. Alright, what does this guy have? He's probably selling... He's selling oxide. We could buy a bunch of oxide from him and use that. Might be worth having lots of it on hand. Okay, so that is now prepared. And we'll wait for the sun to go down. Okay, it is a mining day. So let's get out our mining, let's get out our tracker, make sure that's currently turned on. It is. Let's head over this way today. Yeah, maybe that's also the thing that kind of drives me to stream as well. Like, I want to be the center of attention, even though I hate being the center of attention. It's like first among nerds, I guess, is what I strive for. I don't want necessarily to be recognized by the wider world, the popular people, as it were. But I like being sort of the leader of a smaller group. Maybe you could call it maybe like a... I don't want to call it a cult, but maybe like a cult, you know, built around my personality, something like that. That's a thing, right? Be nice, like a, you know, like a Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il or whoever. Just kind of build up my followers. I'm not saying you should worship me or anything, but, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea if you had a picture of me in your house and, you know, you just said calming affirmations daily to my good health. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's move this stuff out. Boy, we filled that up fast. Holy cow. Let's keep it moving here. Lots more where that came from. Down here in the bowels of Vulcan, right next to the lava sea. So I was checking the Discord for Stationeers today. Apparently they're working on a non-procedural map system. So instead of the maps being procedurally generated, they will be handcrafted for each planet. And I thought that sounded interesting, albeit a little, I don't know, like that's a huge change to make 7 years into the development of the game, you know? Like people are kind of expecting a Minecraft style endless world to explore. And then you're like, well, we had to like shrink the world map down, but at least it looks cool in the like small area you can explore. Willip says the only way you're going to lead a cult of personalities if you hand out the drugged Kool-Aid at the beginning. At the beginning, I have to hand it out, huh? We have to go to the Bill Cosby school of giving out drinks. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just like dinner at Drew Carey's house. I gotta look up some of those Gex lines because some of them are actually kind of funny. And even the ones that aren't are ironically funny. Oh, we are just filling up our coffers today with iron, which is good. I do need a lot of steel, but holy moly. It's filling everything up, including some of the rarer items. Oh, gold is always good. Although I actually have a lot of gold stored up that I haven't used. I discovered that on Vulcan, silver is actually the really, really good one because it generates lots of nitrous oxide to really charge up the furnace. So I've been gathering a lot of silver for that purpose. Even if it is a little otherwise not super useful. I guess I can sell it too. Mighty Sush wants to know if there's going to be a story mode. No, I think they're just trying to make better maps that are like more betterer. Because yeah, procedural generation can generate a large map, but like look at something like Subnautica, right? Subnautica has an incredible map, and obviously it's not going to be like Subnautica because there's biomes and stuff in Subnautica. But the handcrafted map really adds to, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, the screenshot that he showed in the Discord was cool. Like I said, I do have concerns about it from a like changing your horse in the middle of the stream kind of way, but maybe they've got a good reason to do it. Maybe it'll work out. I mean, honestly, how far do you tend to go in this game? Not usually very far. Wow, we're filling up here. Holy cow. Been a great trip. I highly recommend getting the heavy mining drill as soon as possible. Because boy, oh boy, is this... Like, imagine if I had the little drill right now. It'd be a miserable time. So I've already filled up a huge chunk of my... Just throw everything in the mining backpack at this point. Sort it out later. Power low, okay. Well, 50% is 50%. We'll be okay. Oh, okay, what were we talking about? Flip says, I could see where a place like Vulcan or Venus could do well with a handcrafted map. Make things really hard, but then give them an out if they explore the right place. But like the moon? I think part of the reason is to have more realistic, like geology. Because right now, you've got all the weird, like, wormholes on the moon just because of how the cave systems generate. I think Vulcan has really cool world gen with all the crevices and stuff. But I could definitely see... Oh, motherfucker. I overloaded again. Damn it. Okay, at least it didn't fall down into the abyss. Holy cow, we're cruising through this mining trip, guys. This is nuts. Okay, well, let's start making our way back. We're only 75 meters from the dang base. Holy cow. Who needs a auto miner when you can just do this every couple of days or weeks, depending on what you need to make? Guess it helps that there's no ice, so everything that spawns in is gonna be some useful mineral. All right, let's hop to it. Cam died? Cam came back. Okay, I didn't even notice it by the time you'd said that. So that's weird. Maybe it fixed itself. I don't know, my phone was very hot today on account of it was hot. So it might have some trouble, you know, being itself. I don't know. I'm not a phone expert. I don't know how these things work. All right, let's get this stuff sorted out. There's much work to be done. First, we will replace battery. And then we will sort through... Oh boy. We have tons of iron, that's great. I can make some coal. We have... Okay, yep. Tons of iron, that's great. We have some coal. We have copper, which goes here. We have some cobalt, which also goes here. We have some silver. We have some gold. We have more iron. We have nickel. Silicon.
Trick or treat,
oh my god.
motherfucker.
Busta Rhymes just jump scared me. Holy cow. Who was that? That was Mighty Stoosh. Wow, great call, Mighty Stoosh. It's a good thing we're not playing Phasmophobia. I may have actually had a problem. Oh, what? I just picked up the mining thingy. Okay, so we have plenty of copper. We've got nickel. We've got cobalt. We've got lead. We need to make some more solder. We have lots and lots of iron, which is good. We're going to make some more steel in the morning. Or I guess the afternoon. And grab some charcoal, of course. That'll help stretch our meager coal reserves that we need to power the base. Although honestly, we've been pretty efficient with the power use so far. What's the temperature? There's a ghost. The cam is flickering. Okay, hold on. Let me reset the program. Again, it might just be too hot. So I may actually have to disable it. Oh, it is fuzzy. Is that coming through? Check. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's working. We'll let it be for now. Let me know if it causes problems again. Rilip is doing some hilarious Phasmophobia spirit box stuff. Very funny, Rilip. Always appreciated. That's why you're in house funny ass. Oh wait, that doesn't exist? Of course not. Whoever heard of a funny ass? All right, what do we got? We have stellar stone supply. I should have bought that ice. I forgot. We'll get it tonight. That's fine. Moderately well. Uh-oh, what's the problem? Why moderately well? What changed? Oh, maybe it's the CO2 is down now. I should make the plant analyzer. Yeah, it might be actually be the CO2 is too low now. So it might be time to get rid of the switchgrass in the back.
Wolfman's got
Oh my god.
nards.
Wolfman's got nards. He does. That's the new one also. We added that last night. So if you would like to find out if Wolfman has nards, now's your opportunity. Water's still good, right? Yeah, 28 liters. We're good. Have some French fries. Relip says, I did that while I was playing solo. My partner turned to me like I had my head on upside down. What the fuck? Why are you grooming people in your game? It's a ghost. I'm not grooming anybody. Does it? Hold on. Oh, because you said, how old are you? ASL? Gave me a third degree about why the devs picked those phrases. I mean, there's lots of phrases you can ask. Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you close? Man, now that you say it, now that I say it out loud, maybe there are some weird phrases in there, but whatever, it's a ghost. You can also ask it questions using the Ouija board, if that's something you're interested in. All right, and the sun is coming up. Let's go make some steel. And all that other stuff that I said we were gonna do. Okay. Might also make a that's still going good. I'll remember to actually put this through the recycler first, so we don't waste it just chucking it straight into the furnace. Boy, how foolish can you be, right? Pull the lever. It is now charcoal. Congratulations. Okay. On to the next one. We are going to start putting everything in. Well, Willip, I'm glad to hear that you're playing Phasmophobia on your own. Sometimes I feel like people only play games because I play them, which is, I suppose, a little presumptuous. But I like people to enjoy games just in general. In fact, I did post an article. I don't know how many people care, because we had been discussing, and by we I mean me, about this whole like neo-puritanism going around online and just in like real life even, where people are trying to police internet spaces. Oh wow, we burned all the steel out. I see. Okay, let's make some more sheets then, and like just sanitize everything, anything that could be considered adult content or like sexual. And that first of all, that pisses me off, because I think in an adult space it should be acceptable to discuss adult topics, nudity, porn, sex, whatever. That should all be okay. And you shouldn't be like, well, what if a kid goes on to my adult website? Oh, we better not talk about whatever. I don't really have like an actual coherent reason. It just pisses me off. Like, I'm an adult, damn it. I should be able to talk about whatever I want. And it's not like I'm on Tumblr or something, you know, like, I don't know, I don't want to see the internet turned into a playground or a preschool. Rilip says the starter stuff sucks so bad the headgear doesn't even have a lamp. It's not, it's just a camera. It's so that the van bitch can watch you guys die to the ghost. Hex says Puritanism is trying to take over a lot of popular sites. See, exactly. I'm glad Hex understands. And it's like, there is certainly a place for that. Like, obviously you don't want like the creeper hanging out in the, I mean, I don't know that kids should be in a forum to begin with. But like, if there's like a creeper hanging around in the Peppa Pig discussion forum, like posting creepy art of Peppa Pig, yeah, okay, that's one thing. But if you're on like the subreddit for, I think, what was the game? It's like Ultra Kill, which I've never played Ultra Kill. I don't know what it's about, but it's apparently a super violent game with like some nudity. There's a official mod support for a butt plug, or I guess like it's like a series of sex toys that can connect to your game, and then things that happen in the game, well, I guess it's kind of like a rumble pack for the N64. Rilip says, hey, just FYI, Steve just died for Phasmophobia. Get out of there. The ghost is right on top of you, Steve. It could also work, I guess, if you're trying to identify a Goryo, which you can only see the dots through the camera. So instead of setting up the video camera, I don't know why you would do this. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of the head camera is. I guess it's just there to be the shitty tier 1 headgear. All right, we have frames, we have steel sheets. Unfortunately, the black hole is high, so we can't actually do anything right now. I could make another mining backpack, actually. Make a hard mining backpack even. I'm not going to, because that seems like overkill. But this is going to be to store the extra ice that we get. I've been keeping it in this mining belt. What? We're just going to move it and be very careful not to accidentally drop it, because it will melt. All right, so we'll put that right there. And this is now our ice backpack. I should color code these at some point. I'll put it over here. Rilip says it looks like it's going to eclipse soon. Oh, did I miss it? I think it can eclipse because everything moves on like a... It has its own orbit. It used to be very different, but then they changed it so there actually is celestial motion in the game, which is kind of cool. Although a lot of people complain because it messes up solar panels and stuff. But that is a problem for them, not for me. Make sure we have power and everything. Oh yeah, we definitely need to reload the arc welder. What the miner could do. No, everything's charging right now. Everything should be good to head over to the other base. I think we can probably head over there now. And just be quick about it and start prepping everything. Whee! So yeah, Rilip, if you're interested in playing more of that, I think Thursday we're gonna do Phasmo. And also over the weekend, if you're around, if you want to play, like anybody, this goes for everybody. This is, as always, an open invitation. If you want to play a game and you're just sitting around on the weekend, just shoot me a message. I'm probably sitting here, you know, waiting to receive a message. Obviously, if I am busy, I'll let you know, but you know, feel free to reach out if you want to play a game or whatever, or just hang out in Discord. It's not parasocial if it's just regular social, guys. All right, let's grab our frames. Just grab everything here so we have full control over what we're working with. We have some, I guess I can take the wall kits for now. I should have made an interior door. Dang. That would have been smart. Oh well. Yeah, this is all currently sealed up and vacuumed out. So right now we have this area over here, which is going to be manufacturing. This area is going to go to the greenhouse. So that'll be like the deepest part of the mountain, I think. So we shouldn't get any natural light in there. And then this is, of course, going to be atmospherics. This will be sort of the living area. We talked about this. This is the, I guess, the utility area. We'll have like tanks and canisters and extra storage, and we can put the suit storage in here as well. Yeah, Emmykins has got me pegged. Not literally. But yeah, I'm usually just sitting around eating nachos, waiting for somebody to play games with. Let's get the ceiling going here. Yeah, that is looking real nice. So we're starting to float now because we're creating a pressure differential. Totally normal. That happens to everybody, or so I've been told. And let's get this wall done. You guys remember Where's Waldo? Do they still make those, or are they just, it's all reruns now? Been a long time since, or like an I Spy book. Man, those were fucking cool. I remember loving those I Spy books. I don't know that I'd like them as much anymore, other than for the nostalgia value. But what a cool idea. And all that stuff was practical too. I think I read an interview with the guy who made all those pictures, and it was just like actual junk that he arranged and then took a picture, and then, you know, then you I Spy stuff. It's great. Cool concept. All right, now we've done this side. Oh, not quite. Like there's some shenanigans going on back here that I missed. Make sure we get that dug out properly. There we go. Then the back wall and the back floor needs to get done as well. Don't tell me that's the end of the music. Is that that's the end? Wow. Have we really been doing this for over an hour? Dang. Guess I can't complain too much. That just means we've been having a good time. Some games I really feel like people say time flies when you're having fun, and then other games I'm just like, please make it stop. This is definitely the former, where I feel like I get a lot done, and then it, you know, I want to keep playing. I don't want to stop playing. Need more games like that. Recommend games to me like that. All that just one more turn stuff that I absolutely crave. What I actually need, I need somebody to play Terra Invicta and tell me if I would like it. I played the demo, but I feel like a lot of it was unfinished. So I haven't, I didn't hop on the bandwagon right away. I really want to like it because I love like super intricate games like that with lots of strategy and other stuff. But on the other hand, if it's like really fiddly, or if there's only one correct way to play, it's one of those kind of games, I'm not as interested. All right, let's get the arc welder out. Rilip says I'll show people random cursed houses / churches. Look, we haven't done a weird house tour in a very long time, which is unfortunate, but I don't know that there's an audience for it. As fun as those weird tours were, like weird houses. None of the people that I showed the houses to liked it. Well, some of them might. I don't know. Rilip can verify if he had a good time exploring weird, uncanny places. I know we did try to do Blue Lick Road, of course. Sadly, the original tour, the high def tour, was no longer available on the internet, so we had to get the standard definition version, and it simply was not the same. And I'm so sad that there's not a full def version of it somewhere to experience it in all its glory. But that's the nature of the internet. It's a transient place. Things go and they disappear, and link rot happens. A lot of things will be lost media someday unless somebody has a copy somewhere, and even that, like all things, really eventually will, you know, even like magnetic tape eventually breaks down. CDs, DVDs, all this, like, people are like, oh, physical media. It's like, eventually that's gonna break too. You can't rely on that either. I mean, look at VHS tapes, right? Like, how many times can you watch a tape? I'm sure some people here who are old enough remember watching a tape so much that it like stopped working properly. That's just the nature of data storage, I guess. Is nothing's gonna be perfect. Hold on, how do we why is sometimes I can't break rock, and I don't know why. Anyway, so enjoy what you have now before it's gone, because someday it might be gone. We don't know when, we don't know why. You know what? Actually, hold on. How cool would it be to have windows? Oh man, this is gonna look so awesome. How do we do this? First we have to pull this out. Well, maybe not here. There's nothing here to look at. I was just thinking, because I saw a big open area underneath. It looked really cool. And I want to see if it would be worth putting a window. Okay. Maybe not so much. Never mind. If we were like over a big pit or something, it would be cool. But we're not. Save that for a different area. Like, I mean, right here could be okay, but it's not quite exactly what I'm talking about. Need more steel frames, of course. could I forget? Floor. So this should be all the floor at this point, I think. And then we just got to get the walls and then the last of the ceiling. Then this area will be sealed up. We'll have to put the door over there to the next area. Whatever that's going to be, I don't know yet. Maybe power generation or like a Stirling engine or something. Additional atmospherics processing. Maybe that's where I make water. I don't know yet. And then once this area is sealed up, we can start putting in the machinery that's going to generate all the atmosphere we need. So my plan is, and I keep thinking about this. This is my biggest bugbear on Vulcan. Efficient cooling, because you can just put 2 ACs in a series, right? And that will work. You can just have an AC and then have another AC to cool that AC, and boom, you got yourself nice, cool 20-degree air. But I want to try to be a little more efficient because an air conditioning unit uses like 350 watts when it's running. And those things are going to be running a lot because it gets hot here. And all the machinery I have is going to generate heat as well. So I want to see if I can't find a slightly more efficient way to do it. And I'm thinking evaporative heating, which I know we've discussed before, is the solution. So we're going to try it out. I have a design. It's very simple. And it's not the same as we did last time with the phase change device. Basically, all I'm going to do, and I can show you this when we get back to the base that I've already been working on, the little base. Basically, it just sucks in the atmosphere at night. This is almost dead. Let's leave it. And it condenses down the pollutants into a liquid. That's going to go into a separate pipe, which is then going to exchange heat with something. And then that pollutant is going to evaporate, which is going to cool whatever it's interacting with. So this is the current plan here, is we set up some walls. Something like this. And then we have a little bit of plastic we can use to kind of show how that's going to look. And then I kind of have to decide, because if there's doors, I'd like to use a door, but if it extends into the walls, I want to replace these. So we'll get some internal doors, interior doors, whatever they're called, and see how that looks. And kind of play around with that for aesthetic purposes. Oh my gosh.
Who are you people?
Jack PS9 rating. Hello, welcome raiders. Welcome to Vulcan. We are deep underground beneath the surface of Vulcan, where we are building our secret underground Vulcan base. And you've come in a most opportune time, because we're still working on it. Not a whole lot to see, but you can watch and learn and ask questions, or tell me how I should be playing the game, because I am always down to hear that too. All right, let's head back to the main base. Actually, I saw Jack PS9 earlier today in a different stream that I was watching, so clearly he's a stationeer's connoisseur, much like myself. Pillaging and running. You'll be back later. All right, you pillage, do what you gotta do. Otherwise, everybody else, welcome, welcome. It is, oh, it's getting toasty out here. We better get back. Gotta get back inside. Why did I build my base, start building my base so far away from my starting area? I don't know. Just because this is where I started and the only good entrance to the underground was over there. I did try to do it over there, but there wasn't enough space, or there wasn't a good terrain area where I could actually do it. Let's get inside quick, quick, quick. Anything that is programming, you like, okay, well, perfect. I've been meaning to get into Stormworks and Archean and some other games like that. I'm not like a programming guy, that's not my expertise, but I do enjoy the gamified version of it in a lot of these different games. All right, what do we got? We got copper. Oh, I dropped it. Good thing that wasn't some kind of ice. Then we have iron. All right, looks like we need more frames as usual. Let's fire up the frame making machine. Some more steel into the auto lathe since we're getting a little low. Let's pop inside. Oh, we gotta swap out our atmosphere. Oh my goodness. How are we doing on... Okay, soybeans are doing well. That's good. Now that we took the switchgrass out, I guess we'll have more CO2 to go around. This guy's already here. So we're gonna... At what point do I grab some of the ice and throw it in here? We're down to 66 kilopascals. I don't want to go too low here. It's already messing with our AC efficiency. Let's reset the tracker. I don't know. Maybe it's worth grabbing some right now. I mean, this guy's selling it. We could buy some and just throw a stack inside. Anyway, so basically how this is a small scale version of what I want to do. We're going to have a couple of active vents set up. That's going to suck everything into a pipe. And then instead of a drain, we're going to have a liquid pipe and a condensation valve, I think it is. And that's going to run into a pipe that is then going to evaporatively cool the other thing. It's going to evaporatively cool CO2. Basically, all the liquid's going to go in there, and then as it evaporates off from the pressure or whatever, it's going to lower the temperature of the pollutant, and then that is going to be used to cool the CO2, because we're going to filter off some CO2 from the atmosphere and then put that in a big tank, and yeah, that's how it's going to work. So that's the current plan. I've heard tell you can get it down to about 85 degrees if you do it correctly, and I am curious to see if I can do it correctly. Let's put on our helmets. Let's get back out there. We gotta check on the auto lathe. Turn off my light. Swap out the batteries in my tools. Oop. I did something incorrect. What happened? What just happened? I guess nothing happened. Good. But I moved, maybe I moved something and then I moved the tool belt and I reset it. I don't know. Okay, we have some more frames. Let's shut that off. We've got 46 frames. We'll make some more sheets. And I think it might be time to make some more steel even. So let's get the vents open. Grab some iron. Grab some of our charcoal. Split it up and start cooking it. Okay, good. Nothing in there, just charcoal. There's also, since we're on Vulcan, we might be able to actually pull off the coveted solid fuel, which is made by heating up carbon, or not carbon, hydrocarbon, which I guess is carbon, in pure hot volatiles. So theoretically, with, actually, you know, let me just show you. The solid fuel right here. You just need pure volatiles and hydrocarbon. And we can do that on a regular furnace at 1 megapascal at 950 Kelvin. So, yeah, we could do that. 677. So theoretically, if we filtered off the volatiles and used that in a furnace, we should be able to make the hydrocarbons. We'd have to set up a filter, but you know, whatever. That's doable. That's just one of those things that we're gonna have to set up anyway at some point. Question for chat. Has anybody seen the show Samurai Pizza Cats? Anybody? Don't be shy. Raise your hands. Has anybody even heard of the show? Maybe that's a better question to start with. Samurai Pizza Cats. It was apparently quite popular in the was it on Toonami or maybe like Fox Kids or something? Nobody has heard of it. Philip says the name sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Okay. I was watching a video about Hayam Saban, who of course was famous for making Power Rangers, where basically he took a Japanese show, reshot the non-action scenes, and then dubbed over everything in English so that you could sell it on Saturday morning children's television. Samurai Pizza Cats was described in the video as like basically an abridged series. You guys remember the era of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged or Dragon Ball Z abridged, where you would take clips from the show and then dub over it to make it a comedy. And that's basically what they did. There's an actual Japanese show. It was a very straightforward action cartoon about these samurai cats. And they turned it into a comedy by, you know, giving everybody a funny name. And they work at a pizza place, hence the Samurai Pizza Cats. And they have adorable little bells on their samurai power armor. Check it out. Maybe I'll show you guys a picture at halftime. Who knows? In fact, no, it's only 7:30. I guess technically it would be halftime right now, but that's not how halftime works around here. Halftime happens at 2/3 time. We'll have to see what Emmy has loaded up into the barrel for us, for me to expose you to. Soon there will be exposure. All right, it looks like the black hole is setting, so let's take what we've got. Yeah, it's going down, so 600 degrees and dropping. Now is the best time to head over to the new base. I really want to buy that ice, but the problem is, as long as the sun is up, it could melt inside the vending machine. So maybe we wait until the sun is all the way down and then we can buy it. Okay, let's do that. So once the temperature drops to like what, 130-ish, that's how we know the black hole is gone. I can't believe nobody else has heard of this. What about Big Bad Beetleborgs? I feel like we've talked about this. That's another one of those shows that got bought for its action scenes and then everything else was reshot. For some reason, it involves a haunted house. It's like there's a vampire. It's almost like Monster Squad. I don't know why. It's so weird. All right, come on. It should be dark enough by now. A solar panel wouldn't detect this, I don't think. All right, and let's make sure my hands are full so I don't accidentally end up buying something. I would like to buy 300 units of oxite, please. For 150 bucks. That's a good fucking deal, man. on Vulcan. That's like more valuable than gold. All right, lights on. And then we'll dispense it while it's still dark. And move it into the ice storage backpack. There's still more. How much did I buy? 300? There should be 6 stacks. That's a lot of oxide. All right, get in there, boys. We're gonna use you later to heat up or to oxygenate. I almost said oxygenate our womb space, but that's not correct. Forgot to make a door, guys. How embarrassing. Door. 1 interior door, please. Okay, fine. So nobody's heard of any of these things. There is a movie. This is a barbarian movie from the 80s called Sorceress. Has anybody seen that? Guys, don't leave me hanging here. This is... I don't know. I feel like there's all these weird movies from the olden days that people just don't talk about. There's this really old movie, maybe you guys have heard of it, called Star Wars. You guys heard of that one? It's about like a space pirate and he like fights an evil man in an armor. It's really cool. It's from like the 70s. It's like pretty experimental, avant-garde. They have like cool laser swords. Anybody ever seen that? No, nobody? Probably a little too obscure for mainstream audiences. Emmy's never heard of it. Yeah. I think they tried to remake it in the 90s and it just wasn't as good. Alrighty, let's get inside. I'll turn this into a real airlock eventually, but right now we're doing it manually. Mechanic says, oh god, he's bald! He's bald, I'm bald! It's true. That's why I have to wear the kitty headphones to cover my baldness. But even that's not enough. It'll never be enough. Okay, how does glass look? What does this require? Glass sheets. That's not too bad. I guess if I put windows down, how does that looks pretty cool actually. Then it's like it's going between the glass. Something like that. That's kind of cool. And you close it up so you can like go in there. Yeah, I can live with that. That's a kind of a neat effect actually. And then if we want to double pane the glass, I would have to remove... Oh, and it even kind of looks similar. Nice. Okay, let's finish this room. I think we have enough stuff with us. They call him Mr. Mirrorhead. We prefer the term Chrome Dome. How's it going, Mechanic Kate? How's everything cooking? You missed, or were you here for KSP on Friday? We're doing KSP on Friday now. So if you like KSP, and oh, actually, okay, so you guys know how on Friday I said I'll spend some time this weekend perfecting the plane design, and then I said I probably won't do that. Well, I actually did do it. So I took some time, I went into sandbox mode, I was working with the parts, and after some failed attempts that were caused by a horrible physics bug that anytime I landed in the water caused the cockpit to just shoot off at like the speed of sound into the air, and not the rest of the ship, of course, which exploded on impact. I finally got a plane that can take off and the parachute works for recovery. So we may actually take flight on Friday. It's going to be great. You missed it again. That's okay. You're not missing that much. I mean, you're missing a little bit, but we're not doing anything particularly daring other than going to the Mun with no tracking station, which is a huge pain in the butt, but it's at least doable. Wow, look at that. We had just enough. Okay, so we should be able to seal this up. Let's get out the drill. Make sure everything's clean. It's all clean. Are you from the future? I am the future. I don't know why I got suckered into oh, I remember why. I was watching like the top worst vanity project movies, and of course Neil Breen was there. Yatta-da, yatta-da. Right. So first level is done. Let's go ahead and remove this extraneous rock that's going to cause problems when I try to drill there. Good. Seal this up. Good, good. Oh, this is working out so well. This is great. And get rid of you. Okay, so now we just got to finish the ceiling, which I'm going to go up on the catwalk for. This was actually, so this catwalk design sort of just, it was like a burst of inspiration. I was like, I know I want it to be 2 stories, but I don't want to have it just go straight into the stairs, because I feel like that's kind of like weirdly designed, because then you have a bunch of dead space on either side of the stairs. Is that gonna poke through? No, good. So I was like, well, what if I did a catwalk across to the far side and then had the stairs on the end? That way it would be like, I guess you could also just have a door where the stairs are here. But I thought this would be cool, because then you could walk in, you could see all the tanks hanging from the ceiling, you could have like mixing equipment down there, and you could walk over top of it. All right, he's back, guys. Let's get this ceiling sealed up. That's why they call it a ceiling, because it seals in the hot food of out eat the cold food, whatever. I bungled that a little bit, but that's okay. All right, and now we'll put the railings in later, but the next thing we need to do is get the airlocks installed, and also the rest of the walls, I guess. So there's going to be a wall here, like that. Oh, right, I guess I gotta finish. Huh, I forgot about this side. So there'll be a there, that'll be that, and that'll go there, and then we of course have more ceiling that I have not filled in yet, because I forgot. I mostly wanted to get that area done first so that it was out of the way. All right, the sun's coming up. Let's get out of here. Suck, 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 suck. I need to get something that sucks harder. I mean, it doesn't take that long, all things considered. And since this will eventually not even really be an airlock, I don't want to put too much effort into designing it. This is merely meant to facilitate safe traversal between the currently vacuumed main area here, and each of these will eventually have their own airlock set up. Hey, Captain Sandwich is here. Hello, Captain Sandwich. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're all having a blast out here in hot soda. Although no, it was storming. Never mind. I guess it's probably cooled down quite a bit. It was like 90 degrees today. It was so hot. And I know all you people in the South are gonna be like, oh, 90 degrees is hot. Oh. I don't know that anybody from the South watches this. All right, Captain Sandwich is saying today sucked. Well, that's Mondays for you. I've never been a fan of Monday, but my dislike of Monday actively taints Sunday as well. It just bleeds into the rest of the weekend. And so really Tuesday is kind of one of my actually fuck Tuesday too. Maybe Friday is a good day. Because, you know, you don't have to Saturday's probably the best day because you don't have to sleep in or get up early. Friday you gotta get up early. Sunday you gotta go to bed early. So Saturday is the only real day of freedom. This is why we need 3-day weekends, people. Because how am I supposed to enjoy my Sunday when it's garbage? We need to make some quartz, looks like. How can I eat my pudding if I don't eat my meat? I don't know. All right, let's see. Capture sandwiches in house. Jackass? Uh-oh. Emmy says it's 85 with 82% humidity. That's still pretty bad. Definitely not where I want to be in terms of weather conditions. Do we get some quartz, or I call it quartz, silicon. What game? There's got to be a game that uses quartz to make glass. Maybe Subnautica is what I'm thinking of. I mean, obviously Vintage Story, of course. Make some more glass. Yeah, Vintage Story, Hex says, of course. I'm thinking of like a more sci-fi game, so it might be Subnautica. Could be just generic sci-fi survival crafter. Yeah. I guess it's just weird because quartz is silicon. It's like the same thing. I don't know why it's. Wouldn't it suck if we had to dig up impure ores? Like, oh, you found tetrahedrite that smelts into silver and lead and also copper. Good luck getting that sorted out. You'd have to. I mean, there's probably a market for that kind of mining type game where you have to set up like separators and crushers, and I guess it would be kind of like Hydroneer a little bit. I don't know. There's a large market for these weird like mining type games. All right, we got seeds. Awesome. So we can start harvesting the soybeans finally. Soybean seeds, which are just the soybeans. Not true. Soybean seeds are seeds. Soybeans are soybeans. You can also replant the soybeans directly if you need to expand your soybeans. But as of right now, we do not. So let's go ahead and turn that into oil. Pull it out. Bada bing, bada boom. We got more fry juice. Let's go ahead and harvest our potato and replant a potato. Which one is this one? Good. All right, let's make our next batch of fries here. It's that easy. You want to make French fries? It's 1 potato and 5 milliliters of soy oil. And boom. Welcome to Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress does have tetrahedrite, it's true. But again, Dwarf Fortress doesn't have any like advanced refining stuff. It's just, do you have a smelter? Do you have a forge? Boom, you can make whatever. The dwarves all take care of it, I guess. Galactic Gush. Ooh, that sounds fun. Let's try Galactic Gush, guys. Doesn't that sound tasty? It's just gonna be another one of those liquid sellers, I'm sure. Or on the other side. 340. Galactic Goosh. It's true, dwarves can separate material at the atomic level. That's their superpower. Superman can... I mean, Superman can do a lot of things by virtue of being a Kryptonian. I feel like they kind of overloaded him with abilities. I'm sure most comic fans will agree with me. Like, does he need X-ray vision and heat vision and also ice breath? Wouldn't it be good enough if he could fly, which in the original comics he could not fly? Important information. Important new Superman lore just dropped. He could run really fast and jump really high, and he was strong. And I don't know that he could stop a bullet with his eye, as was shown in one of the movies, Superman Returns, I think. Okay, come on. Jack says he's got to be able to put out the fires he makes by mistake with his heat vision. Yeah, maybe. Like, whoops, let me just blow that out. Speaking of which, I still owe you guys a Superman 64 playthrough, don't I? After all this shit I talked about Jet Force Gemini and Captain Kassan, which is like, well, yeah, I mean, you know, it's not as bad as Superman 64. I don't know. Could be. Could be. All right, so which one gives us better? 21. So it's got to be like over here. We're getting very close. 21, 14. 12. Let's drop it down a little bit. Or I guess that's further up. 11. Move it over a bit more. 10. Bring it up a bit. 9. Am I going in the right direction? No, that's further. 6. Okay, now we're going in the right direction. So it's at 50 degrees and like 30 degrees. Interrogate that. It'll take 18 seconds. Hex says, I'm not sure anyone actually wants to see Superman 64. You don't know that. I mean, you're probably right, but we don't know for sure. There's a lot of lurkers out there who I'm sure would love to watch me play Superman 64. All right, so we got Galactic Goosh. Let's reset to base values. And how are we on oxygen? Probably fine at this point. I am getting a little concerned about... we have enough moles in here to breathe at least. And the pressure's good. Just at some point we're gonna have to step up our CO2 game by bringing in outside CO2. But that is a problem for much, much later down the line. Ooh, look at the windmills going. They're really charging up our battery. It'll be funny for a few minutes, then painful. Maybe. I mean, I only have to play it for a few minutes. We don't have to play it a whole night. We can just try a bunch of different games. You guys can throw your like worst N64 games in the ring and we'll play them a little bit, see how they play. All right, I think we're okay. We need 4 doors. So let's get 4 doors. Regular doors, yep. We have enough. Yeah, we do have enough everything for that. Good. Probably gonna need more plastic and more walls. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Then I need to make another airlock, so that's gonna be 2 active vents. And then I guess we'll go from there. Two doors. 2 active vents. An APC with a battery. Oh, I'm out of copper. Uh-oh. Hopefully we can make some quick. That's melting. Please be hot enough. Please be hot enough. Oh, I don't think it's going to be hot enough, guys. Wait, is it already that cold? Okay, never mind. All right, turn it off. I guess we'll go over and work with what we got. Since it's already dark out and cold. Let's see what Mr. Gush has for us. Yeah, liquid nitrogen. I mean, liquid nitrogen could be good for a portable AC. Just to have that on hand. We still have the most of the tank that we started with. I wonder what a good Superman game would even look like, because you know people love those Spider-Man games. Can you do something similar with Superman? Obviously the ability to fly. Maybe maybe you could have a story where you have to like unlock Superman's powers, like some kind of, maybe he's got like some kind of kryptonite sickness and you have to like play through the game and uncover clues. Lex Luthor has poisoned Superman and he's got to recover his abilities by going across Metropolis and trying to like find clues and stuff. Could be fun. Then eventually you get the ability to fly and like punch cars in half. Warner Brothers, give me a call if you want to make an awesome Superman game. I have ideas. I've got dozens of ideas for the Superman game. I've never watched Superman except Batman v Superman. I've never read a Superman comic. I saw like 30 seconds of the Superman cartoon, which was called something, the newer one. It's like Superman Goes Forth or something. I don't remember. Man baby coworker who loves Star Wars said he really liked it, which kind of turned me off from watching it. I forgot to charge the arc welder. Whoopsies. There was also, of course, the one that was in the 90s, like Superman the Animated Series or whatever. Might have to crack open a APC here. Steal the battery. Not really stealing, it'll charge itself up as we go. It's just, I like to keep those closed if we don't have to have them opened. Just keeps things tidy. Okay, so almost done here. So once this is all sealed up, we can get the windows down. This is where the pipes from outside are going to come in, and we can monitor pressure and stuff. It's all going to look very official, we'll say. Gonna look really cool. We have our doors, so we need oh, I guess we gotta dig this out first. So this area is pretty much just going to be unfinished area. I wonder, do I want to do another tunnel even? I guess I could just put a door here for now and then later on sort of decide what I want to do. I just worry if I... Yeah, maybe it's worth building another tunnel right now while we have all of our stuff available before we seal this area up fully. Because as of right now, no reason we couldn't. Make sure we have that pointed out. We need plastic. Then crowbar plus glass. And that is now sealed. And we will finish the rest of it later. Now we need... And this is going to be specifically an airlock. It'll allow us to go outside and monitor any machinery we have out there for bringing in atmosphere. Again, if you guys remember the last Vulcan base, it's basically the same thing, but with some tweaks to actually work this time, instead of immediately falling apart. Emmy says it's almost halftime. You are so right. We should definitely do something about that. Right, so power comes in here, which means we want to have vents here and here. I didn't grab any cables, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and put these down. So once we get back to the base, we will switch over to halftime mode and we'll check out whatever video Emmy has rounded up for us today. Hopefully it's a good one. I say that every time and it never is. It's always something horribly embarrassing and cringe, which is kind of the point actually, but it's never stopped me from complaining about it before. Look at this, we're getting a bunch of gold too. Don't mind if I do. And again, this is okay if it's this, I mean, this needs to be exposed to the outside, so it's fine. It's just we need it to be close by to our atmospherics, so it's going to be underground, kind of. Technically underground, but really it should be exposed via the crevice network to the world atmosphere. It shouldn't be sealed off. In fact, if it is, that's actually a problem because we don't want it to be sealed off. There we go. We can I guess put some floors on either side. I don't really know exactly. Something like that. And yeah, this does not need to be sealed, so we can actually open that. Oh, look, you can see down into the pit. How fun. A little bit of a show. I'll just seal that up once. It should look fine. Jeez, I got all my tools mixed up here. I'll just hit that. And then yeah, we'll have to kind of dig out more of this area here. Should maybe weld that up. Nothing else. Emmy says, what are you talking about? Some of them are great. Okay, yeah, I mean, we occasionally find a diamond in the rough. But other times, it's like, I don't know, Lost in Dinosaur World or whatever. Which was kind of fun for me as a dinosaur person. Because when I said, hey, Dimetrodon's not a dinosaur, and then the kid is like, Dimetrodon's not actually a dinosaur, I was like pointing at the screen like, oh my god, he said the thing. That was awesome. But also, I'm in my 30s. I mean, like, dinosaurs are cool, but I'm not as obsessed with dinosaurs as I was when I was 12, you know? Let's shut that out. You said none of them were good. Okay. Well, I don't think... Okay, I think some of them are okay, and some of them are good. But we have to remember, the people watching us, people watching this stream, don't come here to watch embarrassing PSAs and educational videos from the 90s. Maybe some of them do. Most people come here either to watch me and my bald head play video games, or to listen to me rant about Star Wars or Harry Potter or Chris Pratt. And for that, I salute you. Thank you for toughing it through all the hard times. And we got some regular cable. Well, actually, we have plenty of cable on hand, so we shouldn't need to do that. Let's get back to the base, and it is time now to discuss our good friend Chris Pratt. No, we already did that. We're gonna watch. We're gonna do some halftime while I restart the game to make sure we don't get too many memory leaks. Which, from what I understand, they are actively working on trying to fix those. So hopefully, the more updates that happen, the less memory leaks. And also, they fix all the problems with Larry, because apparently Larry's got some weird problems. It's at least more usable than Amy, who I don't understand the use case for Amy, guys. It's a robot miner that you have to program yourself the amount of time, what? Fuck is happening? Flow rate is none. Why? The fuck is happening? What the? Why is this not working? Hello? Am I out of power? Oh shit. We might be out of power. Fuck, we're out of power. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. Yeesh. Okay, there we go. Gee, hopefully nothing broke. Jeez. Wait, did something break? Sounded like something broke. No, that's charging now. Okay. So did something break? Oh, no, all the batteries are drained too. Oh my god. This is like worst case scenario here. Okay, that's charging. I'm gonna run outside quick. Apparently something has gone horribly wrong here. Okay, that is... What the fuck? How did this happen? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. We gotta... Luckily, I have some extra non-shitty cables handy. Oh, man. I guess because it's trying to draw too much power at once, it's causing problems. Oh boy, I gotta keep a closer eye on the battery there, I guess. Yep. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, get those out of the way. Replace with heavy cable. That's gonna be my AC is off. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. That should fix it. Okay. Crisis averted. Let's start sucking out the atmosphere that I got trapped in here. Yeah, melted. I broke the wires because it was trying to draw too much power at once. Fortunately, that should get everything going again. What the heck was all the power getting drained by? This was on. I should have turned that off. Gotta conserve my power. Some copper in here we could smelt, I guess. Go ahead and do that. How much copper do we have in... We need to put the copper in here. Make the active vents. Let me go ahead and get inside and make sure nothing broke. Okay. All right. Okay. Everything in here is fine. Everything's good. This was probably off for a bit, but that's okay. The AC is working properly. Should maybe have this off when I'm not using it. And the water too. Okay. All right, we should be good now. I just gotta make sure that I reload the power when every time we come back. All right, we have steel. We need to make more steel sheets. Probably more frames as well. More walls, more plastic. Need a lot of things actually. But the main power issue has been averted for now. I might have to throw some extra coal on the fire or we're done here. Okay. It is. I think the biggest power draw is actually the AC because that's like 350 watts. The computer as well, but we can actually turn that off when we're not using it. Be a little more energy conscious of what we're doing. Okay, we ate, we drank. Let's check the... Oh wait, I was gonna do halftime. Okay, hold on, let me get out here. Let's quick save and exit. And it is time now for, if you're new to this stream, this is when we do halftime. Emmy, the producer, sends videos to me, and then we watch them on the stream. Oh, okay. All right. Ooh. Oh, there's some good ones here. Let's do this one. Because this one, I just saw it. So let's load that up. Here it is. Tricky People, featuring Yellow Dino. Oh, that's okay. That's gonna blow out everybody's ears. Nest. Wow. Because it all begins at home. That's a registered trademark of the Nest Corporation.
Hey there!
Hey, it's Yellow Dino.
Dino here. You're about to see a show for parents and children about tricky people. Now, if you're wondering who tricky people are, well, to put it bluntly, they're people who want to harm children. Now, some of the scenes you'll see may be hard to think about. But you need to know who tricky people are and how to stay away from them.
Yeah, watch out for tricky people.
Is power. And speaking of knowledge, even yellow dinos have to learn from somebody. So here's the one who taught me everything I know. The expert on protecting kids from those tricky people.
Black Cougar?
Jen Wagner.
Thanks, Yellow Dino. You know,
Oh, God.
we can keep our kids safe. There is
What
a
year?
solution.
This is from 2001?
Over 115,000 children every year get away from tricky people. And how do they do it? They use their street smarts.
Street Smarts,
Just like
a kid's...
Yellow Dino said,
Can we
knowledge
watch, remember
is power.
Corny?
That's why we made this video
boy.
for you. The story you are about to see is about a little girl who falls prey to a tricky person called Reginald Charming. In this startling and accurate portrayal of tricky people, you will learn how to recognize the
Who could
behavior
use 50
that
bucks.
means danger. Now, kids, after you watch this video,
Hello.
make sure
I'm a kid.
that any questions you have, you turn to your mom or dad for help or to your teacher.
All right, make sure you're watching this with your
Remember,
parents, guys. This
knowledge
is
will
important.
keep you safe.
We need to have Street Smarts
Yellow Dino and I
with the, like, extreme
believe that
close-up.
you deserve to be safe.
Okay.
You have the right to be safe, and you can be safe. And it all begins
Oh, boy. Come on,
right
get to
here, right now, with you.
So boring. Okay, thank you. I'm ready for the video to start now. Ooh, Birds of Paradise. Ooh. Gold record. Basketball. Football. I know these balls. Gotcha machines. They're not called gotcha machines. What are they? What are they called in the US? It's kind of loud. Hold on. It's probably appropriate volume. Yellow Dino Incorporated. Featuring desk toys. Tricky people. Emmy says, I was hoping the person who taught him everything he knows would be Sanford Strong or JJ Bittenbinder. That would have been awesome. Uh-oh. They're in the chat room. Oh no, ASL. My name is Reggie. I'm 12.
I told her that you said specifically that no one was supposed to come in.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Wendell.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Wendell.
Sorry.
Hello. This is our tricky person, by the way.
What's on your mind, Carmen?
I want the pictures.
Oh. Pictures. He's got pictures, chat. This is fucked up. Is that a RoboCop? Hold on. Hold on. Enhance. Enhance. Is that an Ed 209 from RoboCop? That's awesome. I should get one. Actually, no. That would be horribly embarrassing to have that on my desk at work. All right, he's getting the pictures from the safe. He's getting the creepy pictures. He has them in a sealed folder. Come get them. Guys, how often is this gonna happen to like a regular kid in real life?
Hey, what are you
Ooh.
doing?
Who are you going to show them
Let
to?
go of me, I'm gonna tell!
So tell. You
Uh-oh.
watch the news.
Ooh.
You see what happens to little girls who tell.
Ooh. All right, this is getting too real. So it's been like 4 minutes, so you get the idea. Emmy's gonna post the full video in the Discord if you'd like to watch the whole thing. We don't need to watch this like creepy business guy like harass this girl. We're gonna get back to the game. All right. Oh wait, there's an update? What the fuck? This hotfix fixes a network error caused by Larry Harvest action. This would cause error spam on client. Okay, hold on. I guess I have to update the game in the middle of the stream because they pushed a hotfix like an hour ago. All right, well, it's done now, so let's get the game going. But yeah, it was RoboCop. I was right. I know my Ed 209. Get the music going again. Switch over to the game. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it gets the point across to the kids watching, even if you're not dealing with a music executive or whatever that guy's supposed to be. Ugh. Guys, I might have to get new headphones. I might need more comfortable ones. Or I guess, can you just replace the little pads on the inside? So it's not, they're kind of wearing out. It's starting to smush my ears. Not my kitty ears, my people ears underneath these big headphones. Rilip, question for you as a parent. How effective was that video at teaching kids what they should do when they meet a tricky person? On a scale of 1 to 10. All right, so it looks like the hotfix didn't break anything. Let's do that. We're already watered. We're already fooded. Get everything moving here. We got lots of work to do. The power's back on. Always a nice thing to see. And then we need to make more heavy cable. Rilip says, I didn't have Skibbity Toilet in it. No, oh, it didn't have Skibbity Toilet, so no kids are watching it. Skibbity Toilet teaches kids about child predators. You just parlay those terrible YouTube poops into like a teaching moment. That could be cool. Or maybe not cool. Cool's not the right word for that. Certainly be something. It's like those old Sonic Says things they did in the Sonic cartoon. There's nothing cooler than being hugged by someone you like. Is it supposed to be a black? Oh shoot, because it updated. It's a different, hold on. You fix it. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be something. It because it updated, it's actually considered a different program, which is really annoying. All right, we need heavy cable. Like we could get some more gold going. Then we need a APC and a battery. Yeah, yeah, let's make some more heavy cable. Don't worry, Rilip, we fixed it. Thanks for pointing that out. I wouldn't have noticed. I mean, I could just sit here and talk and there you guys could watch a black screen. That works for me. I'm still having a good time. Okay, how many heavy cables do we actually need? Probably like a decent amount. What else do I need? We have insulated pipes already over there. I'll take these valves because we're running out of room here. I'm just thinking we're gonna need pipes at some point. So I don't want to have too much stuff I'm lugging around here. So there's our heavy cable. We need a power controller. Like so. Okay. A large battery. So that'll give me one hand slot to carry something over. What do I need? We already have pipes. I guess a passive vent would be necessary at this point. Go ahead and make some more sheets. Not a lot of plastic, but some plastic. I don't have a lot of silicon left anyway. So you just 6 of these to have 10. Make some extra walls. Then make some steel sheets and frames. Okay, that's already too much. Need frames. So what else can we talk about tonight? We got about an hour left. What's the anything interesting going on in the world? Any new movies that I missed? What was the one that just came out that I saw? I didn't see it, but I saw that it came out. No. All right, I give up. Well, Ridlip, what movie just came out that I should know about? I feel like it was something stupid. Did you guys hear that the critic quotes for... Okay, so I'll try to explain it as best as I can ascertain. So Francis Ford Coppola is releasing a movie called Megalopolis. And in order to promote the movie, they got a bunch of quotes from other Francis Ford Coppola movies. They were kind of like from movies that are widely considered to be good or something. But it turned out they were AI generated. So they basically got fake negative quotes from critics criticizing Francis Ford Coppola's other movies to demonstrate how you shouldn't trust critics. Or I guess you should like negatively trust critics when you go see a Francis Ford Coppola movie. Now, I have never seen a Francis Ford Coppola movie, so I can't speak to the how reasonable that is. I know Emmy doesn't like his Dracula, and I haven't seen any of the Godfather movies or whatever else. What were we talking about? There's a horror movie about space, the new Alien movie, Romulus, or the other new horror movie in space with Martin Lawrence? Lawrence Fishburne. I always mix those two up because the Lawrence throws me off. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will come in here and be like, oh, it's this movie, you idiot. How did you forget this one? Slingshot, there you go. I saw an ad for that on that article I was reading earlier. The one about the Neo-Puritans ruining the internet. I'm like, Slingshot, what the heck is that? Some direct to Netflix horror movie in space? No, apparently not. Wasn't Lawrence Fishburne in Event Horizon, which was also a horror movie set in space? And also, I think Sam Neill was there. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Who else? Claude Rains was the Invisible Man. There we go. Correct again. All right. Dude, I'm on a roll today. This is great. What do we got? We have no vents, so we're going to need to get some vents. Ugh. Whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, also I have a kind of fullish waste tank that I should be a little bit concerned about. All right, let's get our airlock. I didn't grab any pipes. Awesome. That's okay. We got to do this part first anyway. So step 1, we extend the heavy watt cable this way. We have heavy watt cable here. which I guess we actually need to run outside anyway. Actually, we don't need to do that because we can just run everything via the inside, because we don't want to have anything on the outside that is like mission critical. Just machines that we can tweak from the inside, probably. Mostly active vents and tanks. Flip that around. There we go. Okay, that part looks good. I put the APC in. We want it to go like so. Awesome. It's looking good so far. No, that works. That works. I was just debating if that's how I wanted it to look. And the conclusion I came to was yes. That is in fact how I want it to look. So that connects in there. The battery inside, we can start charging it. Cool. Seal that up. Then grab regular cable and wire up all of the internals of the door. Including both of the doors, of course. And this will eventually be a fully functional airlock, but until that point, we gotta do it the old-fashioned way, which is done like this. There we go. So we'll have another vent here, and then we'll have a console here to monitor the airlock itself. All right. Meanwhile, back out here, we have our start of our outdoor area, our little patio. So why don't we take this opportunity to build the tunnel that's going to go in here so that we can seal this area off for now. We don't have to worry about it later. Magic redeemed, eat a bean. Okay, let's eat a bean. Relip says, I can't think of any comedies coming out. Comedies don't get sequels, so the execs just cut them from the lineup. I think the problem is people aren't willing to see a comedy in the theaters for whatever reason. All right, let's arrange the spinner to be on top. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna spin the wheel. Let me pre-wet my whistle here. Get it nice and moist. Spin the wheel. Round and round and round she goes. Cayenne. Okay, I don't like cayenne, but that's what I rolled, so that's what we're having. Let's see if we have... Oh, we do have a cayenne available. Light red with dark red spots. Yeah, this is... Wait, hold on. Oh god, I don't actually know. I think this is cayenne. I mean, it's either cayenne or it's Carolina Reaper, so either way you win, right? So we're gonna eat this spicy bean. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, it's like burning my throat. Okay, I ate the bean. Oh, it's painful. It's not as bad as the Reaper, but it's still pretty bad. That's not pleasant. All you weirdos out there who eat spicy food for fun, I don't know, man. You guys are... I think you guys might need to get a better hobby. That's like masochism. Just the worst. Ugh. I say that and then I come on the internet and stream and eat the spicy beans for your amusement. Who's the real masochist here? I think I have an idea. This is clean. Okay, we can weld that up. Ugh. Magic says, watching that makes me try some hot sauce. Gonna go grab some ranch quick. Maybe I should dip the beans in ranch before I eat them. Would that be acceptable? It would probably taste awful because they're still jelly beans. They still have a little bit of sweetness to them. I don't know that ranch goes well with sweet things. All right, well, sadly, there's not a lot of interesting terrain over here. So we're not going to see too much through the windows that we're going to have, but so be it. Let's go ahead and throw a frame down here and over here, and then get the walls. One wall, two wall, three wall, something wall. Get this sealed up. Don't know where it's going to end up at the end of the day, but we can at the very least have it ready when we come over here again. It's better to do it now than to wait until it's way too late and then scramble to try to fix it, you know? Oh. Got a little off target there. Ooh. Okay, so nobody's seen Sorceress. Okay, let's start with this. Who has seen the original Conan the Barbarian starring Arnold Schwarzenegger? Let's start with an easy one. X says I should redeem Bean just so I don't have that 105k staring me in the face. Why don't you redeem a fun game, Hex? You could make me play Superman 64. The ultimate punishment for any gamer. Forced to play Superman 64. Oh, I ran out of steel sheets, so no. Okay, we'll have to remember to do that at some point. Let's get the door down. At least finish the door, if not the whole thing right now. I don't want to redeem a sadistic game. You could. I don't mind. It's all part of the fun. You know, I still, even if I hate the game, I still have a good time for the most part. Jet Force Gemini may be excluded at this point. Let's just look. Yeah, that merges pretty well together. That's not a problem. Okay, so we're gonna need to come back with some. I believe this is all considered indoors now. So I guess I can probably leave stuff in here. I can use the rest of this cable before I leave. I'll probably end up having another APC right here. Frames. All right, let's get out of here. More steel sheets. Here we come. Steel sheets, more active vents, and maybe we could make an official airlock now that we have the stuff for it. Gonna make me play Final Fantasy 1. I wouldn't mind playing Final Fantasy 1. I mean, I would at least do it for a stream, I guess. One stream. I don't know that I'd finish it. I'm sure it's a fine game, but I'm guessing it isn't as good as the later entries in the series. Except maybe 15 and 13 and 12 and 11 and it's probably, yeah, it's probably free. So you wouldn't even have to pay. Yeah, that's 50k right there. There you go. Okay, we need the pipe. We'll take the pipe next time. Do I want to spray the pipe? Think about it. I've been spraying all the pipes yellow because I like to keep everything color coded. right, let's get some consoles going. So we need 2 consoles. Oop, almost fell in the crevice. I need to start writing these things down. We need, oh jeez, big fuck off canyons, man. We need 2 consoles, 2, I guess I probably already have some of the airlock chips anyway. We'll need some passive vents, another active vent. Okay, that should be easy. We should be able to get most of that stuff together before we come back. I gotta remember to empty out my waste tank at some point. All right, inside, let's do this. Keep an eye on the power on the battery up there, because obviously, apparently that thing's just draining like crazy from the AC running constantly. All the stuff must be in the other room. Okay, give me some sheets, steel sheets, please. Oh, it's already set to that. Good. Get inside. Open the helmet. Empty the waste tank. Oh, fill up the oxygen tank here. Try to avoid draining too much oxygen. Soybeans are doing all right. That's good. Make sure this doesn't overpressurize. What would be really bad? Yeah, how bad would it be, really? Well, it would explode, which would probably take out the walls, which would then... Yeah, okay, no, that would be really, really bad if this thing pops. That would be awful. All right, so that's done. Eat some French fries. Drink some water. Swap out the power. Think about what I forgot to write down, but that I tried to remember. I believe I said, okay, if we're gonna make 2 airlock. Wait. Oh, let's get back in there. All the stuff I need for my airlocks is in there. We need an advanced airlock. We're gonna need 2 of those. We're gonna need the chip or the disc or whatever. Wait, is that it? I guess it is. Yeah, that's okay. Don't know why I thought there was more. I guess I already used all the consoles and stuff for other stuff. So we need passive vents. What we got? One. We can get an insulated one as well. I don't know that it's strictly necessary, but it's probably good for our external, anything that hits the outside air to be insulated, just to be safe. Okay, so passive vent. We need another active vent. I think I mentioned that earlier. Then we need a console and another advanced airlock chip. Okay, so that's good. Oh, okay, this is done. Go ahead and take that. Shoot. My hands are going to be full again. Let's leave some duct tape here. We don't need to carry it with us necessarily. Actually, you know what? Both of them can stay here. I'm not using them right now. No reason to take them with us, right? Shut that off. Shut that off. Console and an advanced airlock chip. Oh, what else? What else, Hex? What other games do you think I should play? Yeah, we need 2 of them. Consoles. Is there anything coming out that I should keep my eyes on? I heard that, I think we talked about the Concord game, right? The one that like had fewer active players. A live service hero shooter had fewer players than the Golem game from last year. I do badmouth Final Fantasy Tactics. You're gonna make me play My Time at Portia? I mean, I would do it, I guess, for 100,000 points. I might enjoy it. I don't know. I like those farming sim games, but they gotta offer me something extra on top of the farming portion, you know? You can't just drop me in and be like, look, you gotta farm, have fun. It's gotta be something to hook me. Yeah, we're Peanut Gallery. Get in here. Let's hear some more opinions. What do you guys want to see me play? Hex has got 100,000 points burning a hole in his pocket. It's a building game, not really farming. Oh, I do like building. I really like Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud is such a unique game. It's like a RPG city builder. I mean, kind of. Like the city building is more just like decorative, and it advances the story, and then you unlock like items and stuff. But that's still fun. Like, that doesn't mean that it's not a good game. Dark Cloud is just like super solid. Like, you, instead of you leveling up, your weapons level up. That's such an interesting idea. I gotta get back to that. I had Emmy get it for me on our PlayStation, but I don't even know if it's hooked up right now. Just something about, I don't know, like being over by the TV playing on a console, I don't really vibe with these days. I like being over here in front of my computer. If I could play it on PC, that would be cool. All right, more plastic sheets maybe. Pal World? I do have Pal World. We could do Pal World. I think last time I played Pal World was a couple months ago, and I was like, okay, I'll wait for some more updates. Because it's pretty generic survival crafting with little fellas to help you out, which is cool. I don't know if it's cool enough to justify playing a lot of, though, is the problem. All right, let's head over there now. It's just, I don't know, like, what is the hook? What is the primary gameplay loop interesting enough on its own, or is it just a gimmick? You know what I mean? It's like 2 million. Yeah, I don't know. It sold a lot just on like vibes alone, I think. I think people just really want an alternative to Pokemon, and they're not getting it. Like, all the attempts have failed because it's either focused on the competitive scene, of which is, compared to all Pokemon players, is very small, or it's, I don't know, there's something with it that people aren't vibing with, you know? You gotta have something there, is what I'm saying. Okay, so we should be able to put a console in now. Put an advanced airlock chip in, glass it up. And now we can come back here later and figure that out, because I don't want to do it right now, because it would require me busting out the labeler, which I actually already have on me, so it's okay. Okay. So, this is the exterior airlock. This is the interior airlock. This is, oh, we don't have a sensor in here either. I guess we would have to put a sensor in here too. Where would I put it? That's a great question. I didn't even think to make sensors, because I assumed I already did. Also, I suppose this needs to have some place to go, huh? Well, I can probably, okay, because I don't need anything going out. I can probably put the gas sensor here. But we'll deal with that later. We'll have to just work around it. All right, let's get this sprayed. Close that up, spray, and then vent the pollutants. Okay, there we go. If you don't watch out, those pollutants will build up, guys, then you gotta filter them out later. So it's better to just deal with them now. Pokemon, Minecraft, Zelda, they cloned all the popular games. Yeah, that's, I guess. I'm just saying, if you want to make a game, obviously I haven't ever made a game, so I can't speak from experience, but if I was gonna make a game, I would simply make the most amazing game ever. That's what I would do. All right, then we have our airlock. And we can put the insulated one outside. Then we have the inside one, which should just kind of be able to go here. And actually, you know what? This doesn't need to have an interior bit. It should just be able to go like this. And that should be enough to hold all the gas from this cell, if my recollection is correct. An advanced airlock. I guess we'll find out when we try to do it later. These should be set to out. Okay. So there we go. This is now almost sealed up. Let's get this side here. Thought we missed earlier. So that is now sealed. We can even pop out there quick to finish up some of the upper stuff that we missed. Oh geez. Wow, we dropped really fast for some reason. One over here. Seal that up. Okay, maybe I should do it from the inside then. Or even better, how about I put out a little patio so when I walk out here I don't fall to my death. How does that sound? Yeah, I feel like I should just bust out this window here. Oh, hello, glass. Sorry about that. Okay, one of my filters is low, no problem. I can work with that. Yeah, why does no one ever consult me on my video game ideas? And then they wonder why their games flop. Like, I know about video games, guys. I've been playing them for decades at this point. Come to me if you want to know what game to make next. If you say, oh, we want to make a live service hero shooter, I'm going to tell you, no, don't do that. That's a bad idea. The market is saturated. And your character designs are very off-putting and I hate them. You guys remember Battleborn? I don't expect anyone to actually remember this game. It was not a hero shooter, but it released right around the time Overwatch 1 released. And there was sort of a, I don't know, it basically was sort of a competition between this game called Battleborn and Overwatch. Obviously Overwatch won, at least temporarily. But I remember there was a lot of discourse about whether or not, or like whether Battleborn was any good or whatever. It's like, it doesn't really matter how good the game is. What matters is the perception of whether your game is good or not. You could have the best game in the world, but if everybody thinks it's garbage, then it doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna start vacuuming this area out here. I forgot to add the video game ideas redeem. I don't actually have that many ideas for games. I have okay. I have 3 ideas for games. One of them is very similar to Pal World actually, but it's more like Just Cause meets Pal World. Also, combat is still turn-based because I love turn-based combat, and I think real-time combat does not work in a Pokemon creature collecting style game, which is why whenever people are like, oh, Nintendo just needs to make a real-time Pokemon battle game, I'm like, that would be terrible. I mean, of all the things that I like about Power World, the combat is probably on the very, very low end. Honestly, I guess Power World doesn't really have that much that I like all that much in general. Okay, what else? I have a Kirby style 2D platformer where you are able to modify the molecular structure of the character, so you can like change to like a different element to get through different sections, and you gather more elemental materials by defeating bosses and stuff. I guess it's kind of like Mega Man. It's like Mega Man meets Kirby meets, I don't know, something else. Realip says, I think the most messed up thing I heard was that you can capture NPCs as pals and then butcher them. Yeah, you can do that, but it doesn't really help you out that much, so there's no reason to do it. All right, so we have now sealed off the atmospheric zone. So I guess now comes the fun part where I have to actually like start designing the atmospherics section. Oh boy. Well, that'll be interesting. All right, let's head out there. We gotta put down some more frames anyway. All right, let's get over here, because we're gonna need to cover quite a bit of ground. Gonna take up some space to do what I'm trying to do. So these side bits will just stay underground. We're gonna focus on only getting, I think it's like a 5 across area dug up, and everything else will just be whatever. I'm getting some gold, okay. Try to keep everything still looking good as we expand a little bit here. You guys know that's the most important thing in my book. If the base doesn't look good, what's the point? You might as well just live in a little dirt hut for the rest of your life. I like when things are aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. Now, some of you might say you have a weird sense of what looks good, and that may be true, but I'm also the one building this stuff. You want to build something that looks like garbage, do it on your own time. BTNA says, hey, how early are you in this run, my man? What day is it? Like maybe day 45? Something like that. We're currently building our forever base. So, things are looking pretty good as far as, the starter base still over there. In fact, I'm gonna head over there in a second if you'd like to see it. We're just working underground right now to build base 2. Get all this stuff. This is looking good. All right, so let's head inside. Suck it out. Oh, damn. Oh, you wanted to catch the early game? Don't worry, I'm planning on doing a Vulcan Brutal start one of these days. All right, we'll just let that run while we head out into the other part of the base. Oh, man. I didn't put anything underneath. Oh no, that looks like garbage. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. This is why we check. Why we check these things. Get a frame down there or something. Something that isn't just like hanging out. You've always wanted to try Vulcan out? Vulcan is seriously my favorite of the planets. It has the most, it's like hard, but it's not Venus. I guess is it's saving. It's like the one thing that saves it. Because Venus just sucks. Venus is not fun. Vulcan is great because you can smelt steel during the day. It's got lots of ore. The temperature differential, you know, gives you some opportunities to play with phase change. Plus, it just looks cool with the black hole. And also all the, like, the underground lava caverns and all this stuff. I'm just gonna let this area vent out. Rilip says, knowing Star, this is about the halfway point. He'll get this ridiculous vapor machine partly working. No, I'm definitely gonna stick with it this time, Rilip. Don't worry, I've got big plans to build a rocket. I want to try to build at least one rocket on Vulcan because I've never done it before. All right, let's put the stuff away. Yeah, we're gonna need that at some point. I'm just tired of having all this stuff lugging around with me. So we need more frames as usual, more sheets, probably more cables as well. All right, we're gonna head over to our starter base so you can see what that looks like. And here we go. All right, there's our turbines. Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk to get to the base entrance, but the starter base, which has been basically unchanged for the last 30 days or so. I've gotten very good at setting up a base, like a basic base on Vulcan with the supplies they give me. It looks like we need to throw some coal in the generator, judging by the battery. The big plan, launch myself into the black hole. Unfortunately, you can't ride the rockets anymore. They're just cargo rockets now. But I could set it up to get some ice and then watch as the ice melts as it tries to offload from the rocket. That would be fun, right? I think one of the most important things for Vulcan and for Venus as well is manual airlocks.
Power low.
Yeah, power low, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and fill this up. Got iron, nickel, gold, more iron. Okay. Oh, I left this on. Whoops. Supposed to shut those off. Everything else is off. Let's go into the habitable zone. Ah, nice and cool air. Take off our suit for that hygiene boost. And we're still got Mr. Gusher out there, ready to give us some stuff. Harvest the potato seeds. For when the potato is ready to harvest, we'll have some fries. Does automatic airlock take too much power? It's not so much the power, although yes, it does take power. And every little bit of extra power you can save is beneficial to you in the long run. It's just that, like, you don't need... I mean, you'd have to set up door. I like the manual hatches, and on Venus, you have to use manual hatches early on until you get the airlock doors because the pressure is too high. I guess you could use composite doors too, but those are too small. And I just like having the freedom to, like, if I need to vent the gas somewhere else, I like having that freedom. Whereas if you have an automatic airlock, it locks everything down so you can't manually do anything. Fill up our water bottles. So I highly recommend manual airlocks. At least at the start. I'm installing automatic airlocks over in the new base. What else? We ate, we drank. AC is still not quite as efficient as I'd like it to be, but it's getting the job done. All right, so the next thing we need to do is finish the porch. We need to make some tanks so we can store the CO2. We need to make insulated liquid pipes. This is actually a lot of extra stuff that I didn't really consider, huh? Well, oh, put on my suit first. Let's not suffocate ourselves. Oop, low. Lock it up. Recharge. Oh, I forgot to empty my waste tank. I guess we can do that now. Suck it all out. There we go. So we need more frames, more sheets, and then lots of active vents actually is the big one. We'll start with one and we'll go from there. So we have that. We need a cowl. It'll be the next piece of the puzzle here. We have plenty. I think we have enough valves over there. We don't have to worry about that. All right, what's next? We need to, oh no, we have the valves. Okay, we need insulated liquid pipes. Need a bunch of those. Then we need inline liquid, insulated liquid pipe utility kits. That's the other thing we're gonna need a bunch of. And then we also need the heat exchanger, which I think means we're gonna have to make the mod kit for the pipe bender finally. So let me actually go get that cooking. Mod kit for the pipe bender. We'll let that run. Oh, we keep grabbing. Like we're gonna need more steel and silicon for this thing too at some point. We also need a drain kit. So let me make that as well. Liquid drain. And then we'll see how expensive these liquid pipe whatchamacalls are. The inline utility kit things. Wait, what? Passive. There's an active outlet. What? I don't know what the heck that does. Valve. We need a liquid pipe valve for one way. Then we need insulated tank. Kit tank insulated. That's what I need. I think do we need 5 of these? We might need a lot more silicon then. How's this thing doing? 61%. We can probably turn off the frames for now. Start making sheets. Make sure this doesn't make too many of them. Gonna run out of resources anyway. And then we also need the heat exchanger, the large heat exchanger. And the basic idea here is we are using the evaporative cooling power of liquid pollutant to cool down a big bunch of carbon dioxide, which we are going to store in an insulated tank outside. And that's going to be our thermal mass to dump all of our heat into with our ACs inside the base, or at least one of our ACs inside the base. Probably not all of them. Okay, so that is done. Let's grab the tank. A lot of words. By the way, I'm in overtime. Oh, shoot. Thanks, Rilip. Why we keep you around? All right. Well, I guess, yeah. If we've hit 9 o'clock, now is the time with which we must begin to wrap it up. And yes, lots of consoles and displays for everything. Absolutely, Mighty Stoosh. Don't worry. The atmospherics room is going to be fully decked out. That's our main focus right now. Because if that's not working, we can't breathe. And if we can't breathe, then we can't live. And if we can't live, then what's the point of making my base look awesome? That's the most important thing. So it is getting dark. We're going to open our helmet and get in here, and we're going to save. And we're going to leave. We're going to get out of here. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching, for hanging out. We are going to slowly begin to wrap up, but it seems like we are at the cusp of where I start raiding. So we are going to raid somebody who is around. Is anybody playing Stationeers? Why am I getting recommended to raid a bunch of furry people, guys? I'm concerned. They're all furries. Oh god. This is really okay. Hold on, let me see if anybody's playing Stationeers. All right, this guy appears to be playing Stationeers. We'll head over there. Hopefully he's not a guy. We'll start the raid. And we'll go see what this guy's up to. Looks like he's on the moon. He's playing on permadeath, which I always play on permadeath, of course. What if he's playing in Stationeer's difficulty? I guess we can ask when we get over there. All right. Good night, everybody. They recommend that I watch furry stuff, huh? Maybe. All right. See you guys Wednesday. Here we go.